friends, coming to you today to share with you another original idea. I'm going to be creating two different types of embellished picture frames. Now with this being this time of the year, I wanted to do a fall themed one and a Christmas themed one, because one of those may just fit your needs for what you need this year. You know, a lot of times when we go places, we like to bring a hostess gift or a little something for a Sunday school teacher or hairdresser or something like that. And this would be inexpensive enough where you could make several and give them as gifts. So what I picked up were two of these plastic picture frames from Dollar Tree. I got the stand-up version and the landscape version, because depending on what kind of graphic or picture you have to put in there. And I also pulled this little plastic protective sheeting off of it, just so that some of you may not know that those plastic picture frames do come with a piece of plastic on there. I would hate for you to hot glue your embellishments on there and they fall off. Now I know a lot of us don't have photographs anymore like we used to. I just happen to have a Christmas one from last year of me and my hubby. Of course you could print one off the computer, check some of your scrapbook paper. Sometimes they got some cute graphics on there. And another thing that some people forget about is greeting cards. The front of the card can be something great, or even the inside, and that's what I'm going to use today on my fall themed one. Really pretty little poem here that I'll share with you in a little bit. I'm going to embellish the frames with a box of this little toy that I found at Dollar Tree. It's called the Tower Game, and what it actually is just a box of 36 of these little wood blocks like this. Now for the fall one is going to be super simple. I'm leaving them the natural color. The Christmas one, I am going to paint them and do a little something else with them. And to embellish it, I just got a fall pick and some raffia and some Christmas colors. With buffalo plaid being so popular again this year, I'm going to use the red and black and gray and play off that buffalo plaid color scheme. The design I come up with for the fall one takes 12 blocks, and I'm actually going to hot glue those directly onto the plastic frame. Now my Christmas one, I just played around with the blocks and come up with this shape, and this one I'm actually going to construct off of the frame and then just hot glue it onto it when I get done. What's going to require the most prep is my Christmas one. So you see how I have these blocks laid out like this. It would do better if you used super glue or something, because sometimes hot glue can create a space between your blocks. I wanted to go ahead and share with you exactly what I used for my Christmas one. I believe this was from Dollar Tree. It's just super glue. You get 2 or 3 little tubes in a package and glued them all together, and I'm going to let it sit here for at least an hour until it completely dries. While my Christmas one is drying, I went ahead and took my greeting card and cut it open and got it centered in my picture frame. And this is the poem it is. It says, "The family table is a blessing, a gentle reflection of the goodness and abundance of God's love." Thought that was really pretty, and that'll look real good in that fall picture one. All I did was just hot glue one row around, and I purposely left the little edges hanging over. When this is done on the landscape version, it really takes on a ladder effect, and that's really what I was going for originally, but I decided to make my Christmas one the landscape because of the pictures I have. So just keep that in mind, that it would be really cute to look like a ladder in the fall. So now all I got to do is hot glue my fall embellishments, and I'll be finished with that one. Okay, I'm still working on my Christmas one, so the first thing I need to do is paint this all red. Let me show you what I'm doing here. While my red is almost dry, I'm going in about every ½ inch, and the paint is still wet, and so that's the reason why it kind of blends in. But I'm just doing a little black stripe, and that's where the gray is going to come from. It just didn't work out using the gray paint. It was just too stark of a difference and just didn't look like the plaid. Because you know, plaid is woven fabric where the colors mingle, and it just looked like 3 boxy colors. All right, now that I've got my stripes on there, I'm going to go and do every other block solid black. But I'm going to let it completely dry now because I don't want the colors to bleed together like the red and the black did. Here's one of the best tips I can give you. Once you're ready to start painting your black squares, put a black dot on the square area that's supposed to be black. because it will get confusing. I even had to go back and touch up some of my stripes because I was putting the dots in the wrong place. But I have my little plaid design finished, and I'll be honest with you, it just really wasn't easy as I was expecting it to be. I think primarily the fact that the squares I was painting were so small. If I was painting these squares on a bigger scale, I think it'd have been easier. I want to show you how to make a quick and easy little Christmas bow, or any bow to embellish any kind of craft you're doing. Now, my bow needed to be about 4 inches wide, so that's the reason why I cut my ribbon for a little right at 4 inches each, and I can trim it up when I get done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need 9 pieces of little ribbon, and I'm going to just create a crisscross with all 3 pieces. There's really no right and wrong way as far as which ribbon goes first, second, and third, but you are trying to create a shape just like that. Then I'm going to take the next one, and then my last piece, and so now I've got all 3 types of ribbon crisscrossed and mixed up. Now I'm going to take the center, I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going to take this bread tie right here and twist it in the center until it's tight. So here's my bow with the bread tie on there, and then once I get it hot glued on, I can kind of manipulate the little sprigs of ribbon. Now, of course, when you have a bigger project and use bigger ribbon, your bow does look a lot more pom-pomish, but since this project is small, that's the reason why it kind of looks like this, but it will look better once I get it all done. All right, friends, we're here in my front living room, and I'm trying to capture what little bit of daylight I have left, but here on the left is the fall themed one. You really could construct this in about 10 minutes since you're not painting the little blocks or anything, and just add your embellishments on the corner and add a poem or photo. The Christmas one, however, does take a little extra time, and I made it harder on myself doing the buffalo plaid, but you could certainly keep it simple and paint just Christmas colors and attach it that way. But these just make some great one-of-a-kind little happies to give some friends this upcoming season. I would love to see your creations on Mimi's Mixed Bag Facebook page, or tag me on Instagram. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.